So, Electronic Arts announced today the DLC, the Season Pass, is going to cost you $50 on top of the $60 that you're already paying for the game when it becomes available. Only $10 less, guys. And apparently the pass is going to include 4 downloadable content packs and a self-referential emote entitled Shoot First. EA's prices on previous DLC packs for Battlefield and whatnot have been $15 each. And if you apply that to Battlefront, it would make the Season Pass $10 cheaper. But I don't see that happening. I see that DLC being priced around $25. A lot of people are outraged by this. How do you feel about it? So how do you feel about this? Are you enraged like most people? Or are you kind of like me and just kind of realizing that it's not really that big of a deal? It's really not that big of a deal. I've seen so many crazy comments from people about stuff like this, about this kind of thing, ruining the gaming industry. That there are no unique titles being created anymore. And I feel like most of the people who are saying this, they have got to be living in a world that I wish still existed, but just sadly does not. Guys, we are past the point of being able to purchase a full game upon release. We really are. In a case like this, I think it's safe to assume that these are all products or all parts of the game that they initially have already created, and then they take it away from you, and then they charge you more for it. Guys, this isn't anything new, and if you think that this is what's ruining the gaming industry, I hate to tell you, but the gaming industry, as far as that goes, would already be ruined. Why is everybody so surprised that this is happening? Could you not see this happening? Do you really believe that this is something that can be fixed? I mean, enlighten me as to how this can be fixed. Stop pre-purchasing your games? Let me tell you something. I haven't pre-purchased a game in quite some time. I pre-purchased Hardline because I love Battlefield, and I felt like, you know what? I didn't pre-purchase Battlefield 3. I didn't pre-purchase Battlefield 4. I'm going to do it this time, and then I was seriously disappointed. Even though I played the beta. The beta was a lot of fun. It was interesting to me, and that's where I could be with this game. So I have not pre-purchased this game either. But that does not mean that what I'm doing is helping anything, because there are millions of other people out there who are going to continue to pre-purchase their games, whether or not you think it's a good idea. See, whether or not you personally believe that this is something that's killing the industry, I guess it could be to you not even a point of belief, right? It's just a fact. What was the last game that came out that you purchased that didn't get bad reviews by somebody? Everybody's got an opposing opinion as to why what's what is good and what's what is bad, right? I mean, that's safe to assume that everybody is not going to be pleased no matter what. If you don't like the game, you don't have to buy it. That's what the beta is all about. But you're interested in the game, you think you want to buy it, you just don't want to pay the extra $50 for DLC. Yet you want these companies to continue to make games that you can play, that you can continue to say that you're dissatisfied with, so you can continue to have an opinion, or whatever your goal is. What is your goal? What do you think is going to change? What would you do to change it? People like to be able to pre-purchase games, especially in PC gaming. People like to pre-purchase it because we could buy it on Steam, we can buy it on Origin. Obviously we can't buy this on Steam, but just in general, when you pre-purchase a game, you have access to it, and on PC you have access to it as soon as it's released. You don't have to wait in line. You know, you don't have to sit outside a GameStop, you know, with a tent and marshmallows or whatever it is some of you guys do. I'm positive there will be lines outside of GameStop when Fallout 4 comes out, because that game has been pre-purchased to hell. I mean, within the first, as soon as they announced that there was a Pip-Boy version, they were sold out within a week. Less than a week, guys. These are the things that are ruining the gaming industry. I just can't agree with that. I can't get on board with that. Things are worth stuff to people, and people are going to pay for it because they have no sense to spend their money on things that they truly need. We live in a want-based system, and video games is all about want. We all learned about need and want in elementary school. They're wants. And when you get something that you want, and then you realize that you don't want it because you're not happy with whatever it is you're unhappy with, whether it's $110 for the entire price of the game, or you just don't feel the game and you're sad that you spent that money on it, you have had plenty of time to try the game in beta. If you haven't tried the game in beta and you purchased the game and you're unhappy, guess who you get to blame? It's public. You can get it for free downloading it, and you get to give them feedback and tell them what you would like to see in the game. From this point on, if you expect a game to not have a to be able to pre-order it, you are just choosing to be ignorant. You are choosing to ignore what's going on around you. Guys, a lot of you who feel this way, I guarantee you I probably grew up in the same time period you did. Super Mario Brothers was the most awesome thing in the world when we were kids. And then Sega Genesis. Guys, I was right there with you. And while those days were amazing, I remember being able to go and pay $40 for a game cartridge. It's gone. It's gone. Discs cost less to make, and you're paying $60 for those now. You can create a disc for 10 cents or less. A good quality disc. 10 cents or less. Packaging costs less than $5. Premium packaging. Less than $5 per item because they're buying in huge bulk. Overall product cost for one solid copy of a game that's physical is less than $10, and you're paying $60 for it. Yes, that's unreal, considering that cartridges cost way more to make, and we bought them for less money, $40. I could work the paper route for 3 weeks and have enough money to go buy a game. I bought Mortal Kombat that way. Let it go, guys. Let it go. Move forward, because good things will happen even out of things that you may seem to be a negative influence on an overall industry. Video games will never be obsolete in entertaining us. Period. The video game industries are going to go, stronger. They're going to be worth more. They're going to be able to give you more. If you think that that's not even, look at what we've got now compared to what we had when we were kids. Even some of you who, 10, 13 years ago were playing video games on really excellent consoles. Look at how far we've come. We've come a long way. Let it happen. Stop fighting it. $110 isn't that big of a deal. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know in the comments how you feel. I really do want to know, even if it is altered to my opinion. I am not afraid to listen to another person's point of view. And honestly, I try to make good conversation with all of you, even if you're assholes. Whatever. That's not an invitation to be an asshole, okay? Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.